Shut that damn cat.
The cat is so loud, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Hello and welcome to Deep Cuts the Game, the movie trivia podcast where I give my three contestants, normally, three different movies, and they try to give me the most obscure, random, or minor actors from those films. The deeper the cut, the more points I give them. I'm your host, Jeff Penn, and with me as always, Alex Young.
You gotta work on the pause after host and your name, because every time it seems like you forgot it. Every week.
Listen, I was thrown when I had the three guests, and then I realized as I said it that there are only two this week, Alex.
Right, we're down 33% of our guests because you got a little bit ghosted.
And honestly, the biggest draw to the show that we would have had. We're not going to say who it was.
But also, don't throw shade on our other guest. She's lovely.
No. I was super happy to have our other guest. No.
It was not.
How you doing, Alex?
I'm pretty good, Jeff. I feel like I'm better than you. You seem like you're a little downtrodden over the last 20 minutes because we seemingly lost a guest. But question, and yes, this is a question that I'm just waiting for you to stop talking so I can tell my story. But what is your best or kindest celebrity interaction, which now feels extremely fitting?
Having done the work that you and I previously did, we often got to interact with celebrities. Most of the time, they're all great because they're kind of on the job, so I think they kind of know to be nice. Allison Tolman was great. Donald Faison, Jerry O'Connell, like over the top nice.
Big energy, but like what a lovely man he was.
Yeah, but I would say Michael Cudlitz from The Walking Dead was probably one of my nicer interactions with a celebrity. I think his character was it Abraham. I think he was on The Walking Dead. He had the big sideburns. But honestly, the most down to earth and most normal person I ever met was. What's his name? Billy Campbell from The Rocketeer. Am I thinking of the right guy? Yeah. Just hanging out with the crew. They wanted to put him in like a more casual looking outfit. So they're like, hey, we need jeans for you. But they didn't have any for his size because he's like 6'6" or something like that. So they had to run to like Mark's Work Wearhouse to buy him jeans that would fit. He's like, no, don't worry. Is there any crew members here that are wearing jeans? I can wear their jeans. Like he was just so willing to do whatever.
Cool guy.
Yeah, and he just sat there reading a book and like hanging out.
What book was it? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember what book he was reading.
Let's
say
Whole Story
Watership Down. It was Watership Down.
You love Watership Down. It for sure was not what he was reading.
No,
it
probably
was the
not.
Novelization of The Secret of Nim.
What about you, Alex? I know you're a big convention guy.
I am. So I've obviously had like good interactions at conventions and stuff. Like Doug Jones is super nice. He gives the best hugs of any human being I've ever had in the world, which I assume is because he has long creature arms. So you feel very safe. But outside of a convention, also one of the shoots that you referenced, you and I worked one year, I want to say almost 10 years ago, with Martin Henderson.
Yeah.
And he was super lovely. And an important piece of context for this story is you guys were dressed eerily similar. You both had like blue jeans and like I want to say even like a denim looking shirt. Not quite a Canadian tuxedo, but like a Canadian business casual.
Yes, because then we were also wearing like a blue blazer.
Yeah.
Mine was bought. Everything I was wearing was bought at H&M. I'm sure everything he was wearing was from somewhere much nicer.
His was from Forever 21. No, his was much, I will assume, fancier and well-fitting. And we were all just kind of like loitering outside, kind of waiting for the setup to be ready. And he was eating those snacks. And I think you guys got talking about treats and snacks and stuff. And he's like, oh, I love these things. They're great. And you're like, yeah, but they're not like Lay's potato chips. They're like not even close. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I haven't eaten those in like 20 years or something.
Yeah, I think I made a joke to him. I was like, you think those taste good because you haven't had a potato chip in 10 years. Because, everyone who loves snap peas clearly have not had actual junk food. And those snap peas, whatever, they are not good for you either. Don't trick.
I mean, they're a better choice than like an entire bag of chips. I'm sure there's some sort of vitamin in it. But regardless, you guys are chatting about your snacks. And he's like, yeah, no, you're right. I haven't had those in so long, whatever. They're not as good for you. And you're like, I eat them all the time. I love them. And I interject with, yeah, and I couldn't even tell you guys apart. And Martin Henderson thought that was not only like a little bit funny, he died. He thought it was like hilarious. And
yeah, no, we haven't seen him since.
And you were like he laughed so hard that I kind of felt bad. Because you were like a little like, bro, okay, like it's not that funny. Because like, I'm not saying you look bad, Jeff, but I am saying you didn't look like a movie star. So that was the nicest interaction I had, because the bar for good celebrities is they just have to laugh at my jokes.
And make me die a little bit on the inside. Yeah.
I mean, perfect. That's just the icing on the cake, my friend.
Which is also a delicious snack if you ever get a chance. Mm-hmm. Just the icing on a cake.
But not red velvet. Jeff hates red velvet cake.
No. Why don't we bring in our one and only guest?
Sure.
Her name is Vanya Garraway. She's a film curator at the Review Cinema. This is her second visit to our show. She had a very strong showing on what I think we're kind of calling Wedding Week with George, where it was all wedding-themed movies, if I'm not mistaken. And she did very well. So welcome to the show, Vanya.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, happy to be back.
We're so happy that you're here.
Oh, thanks.
And not just because someone else isn't here.
Just as a chop liver coming in,
Yeah, this episode was for sure going to be called like Deep Cuts, our guest name, and then in tiny font featuring Vanya.
So you work at the Review Cinema, so you must have a lot of celebrity interactions, and I don't want you to like throw shade at anyone and tell us all the bad stuff, but do you have any nicer celebrity interactions that you've had over the years? And you did used
to work at TIFF. You worked at TIFF forever.
For more than half my life.
Back when it was the festival of festivals.
Mm-hmm. I had a lot of good interactions at TIFF. I've been lucky, actually. Most of the interactions I have that were bad at TIFF had nothing to do with celebrities, actually. This past weekend I met James Remar, Ajax in The Warriors. Just a delightful man, a very emotional, intense man, but delightful. Probably one of the funniest interactions, though, I've ever had was with William H. Macy when I was young, like really young. I was probably 19 or 20, maybe. It was at my first TIFF party, and he was there, and there were a bunch of other people, like big names at that party. But the reason he stood out is because there was a woman who, first I heard somebody pitching a script to him, which I felt really bad. As I was leaving
gauche behavior.
As I was leaving the party, I heard somebody pitching something terrible to him. It's like I couldn't believe I was able to, in earshot, to hear, and he was so polite to this person. I was like, you don't have to be polite to this person. That's what I wanted to tell him. Like, this is bad. Like, this is not a good script, and you're not going to do it. So just just take this one opportunity to be nasty. But no, he was really polite to this man, but really, really excited to get out of it when this woman was going up a flight of stairs and stumbled, and me and him went to go grab her at the same time, and our bums bumped, and I was like, yeah, my bum with William H. Macy. But then he was like, obviously he had to help the falling woman, so he got out of this terrible pitch, which was great. And then I was kind of holding the woman, and I said, get that chair over there, and I gave William H. Macy an order, and he did it. He ran over, and he was like, yeah. And he ran over and grabbed this chair, and we put her in the chair. And then he said, man, she took a really bad spill. And I said, yeah.
So you should put on your resume, I've directed William H. Macy.
Yep. Yeah. Right? But all I could muster up, all my 19, 20-year-old self could muster up was, yeah.
Yeah. Because in hindsight, you go back, and there's a funny line that you could have said.
Nope.
But yeah, and then from there, he's like, you know what? You're perfect for this project we're working on. We need this script, doctored up a bit. Can you come out and help it out? But none of that happened.
I think what he did was the smartest thing you can do is let me get myself out of, I was leaving anyway, and let's not tempt fate. Let's get out of here before I'm attacked by another person wanting to, I think he was just like thrilled that I had nothing to say to them. I think he really thought I didn't know who he was. Really.
Like, and then on the way out, did you then pitch him the script for Ricky Stenicki?
See, I was going to say, go ahead.
He does pick some projects that are not great.
You know, I hope the script that guy was pitching him at the party was Evolver.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I didn't the robot.
I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to tell you right now that the name of the script that the person was pitching was called Script. Like, it was like some sort of meta bullshit. Yeah, it was rough.
Nobody liked that.
And I was just like, what? Like, how is he enduring this? Like, just shut this down. But he was like really nice.
I would like to add, I'm going to use this as a PSA for all of our listeners because my biggest pet peeve in the world. If you are at TIFF or any other sort of event where there's a director or an actor or anybody doing a Q&A and it's question time, if your question starts with, I have a screenplay, sit down, do not ask your question. Whatever you're about to say is incorrect. It drives me crazy. And Vanya, I know you've been to like numerous screenings where you have that person stand up with the screenplay, whatever. And the entire audience, you can feel everybody cringe at the same time.
Well, my most recent Q&A, almost worse than that, was somebody that asked a question but made it 3 questions. When we were all told as a group there were only 3 questions for the audience in total, but he asked 3 questions in one, and then made comments during the answer, like continued like trying to have like a cold conversation, like while the person was answering.
With your best friend, James Remar?
I didn't want to say which screening it was at.
I mean, you did say it was like your most recent one, so I deduced it like a Batman.
I didn't say that the James Remar event was a Q&A. I just
That's
said
true.
I met him
It could have been at any other event.
Yes.
Moving on. Sorry, that guy.
Hey, listen, he knows who he is. And he's also probably sitting at home, he or she or whoever they are, probably sitting at home going, shouldn't have done that.
But now he knows my name. If he's listening to this,
if he's one of the 28 people who listen to this, yeah, or he'll find out 3 years from now when we're huge, and he goes back to episode 8 and is like, I think that might be me.
Oh no, that was me. Was that bad behavior?
He's gonna be like that. Oh, I'm gonna get her.
I'm gonna spout water all over my microphone.
We were kind of like stalling here a little bit, hoping that maybe our special guest was going to arrive last
minute.
Were
we stalling? That was just a nice conversation with guests.
Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, I guess it was.
God, your bedside manner for podcasts needs work, my friend.
I feel so special.
Yeah, you should.
So what we usually do at this point is I have my contestants try to guess what movie I'm thinking of. And whoever guesses the closest gets to decide what spot they want to go in. This week, they'll get to decide if they want to go first or second. Vanya, since you're our special guest this week, what movie am I thinking of?
Patriot Games.
Patriot Games.
Hard out with Patriot Games. Also, God, I love that movie so much.
That's the one. That's what
I don't think I've seen it.
It's great. Clear and Present Danger is really good too, but I love Patriot Games.
Okay. So I guess you're not thinking about it then.
No, I was not thinking of it. Alex, what movie am I thinking of?
Are you thinking of the animated classic with a Phil Collins soundtrack, Tarzan?
No. No, I'm not. I was actually thinking of the film Starship Troopers.
Well,
like Patriot Games, obviously.
That's obviously closer.
Yes, Patriot Games is going to be the winner. So, Vanya, would you like to go first or second this week?
First, please.
Okay. All right.
Jeff, I will go second if I can.
I know, but you also like going last, so this works out for you.
It does.
Okay, so our first movie is from 2018, so a little more recent than we usually do. It is Solo, a Star Wars movie.
Ooh.
Oof.
I mean, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I can tell you how many people that are in it.
Okay. Going further back, from 2005. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I haven't seen that in a real long time.
No.
Okay. going further back still, from 1999. We were talking about 99 and how it was such a big year for movies previously. Galaxy Quest.
God damn it.
Jesus. Well, bye.
So you had said you wanted to do 8 rounds, Alex, since we only had 2 people.
I did say that, didn't I?
And usually we do 6. So we may go until you guys just start striking out, which may be 3 or 4 rounds, depending on how
it could be 15. You don't know.
It could be. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to think about, write down some names. More will come to you as we play, I'm sure. You'll think of something.
Sorry, I feel like I don't even have all the movies. I've just got so stressed that okay, so Solo, Galaxy Quest, and
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, goodness gracious, that's the one.
They're all space related. So that helps
I know.
you. Who thinks our special guest?
No, I see the theme.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it is. It's just,
what's that? It's that Canadian astronaut who's going to be on the show this week, Alex.
Dude, if we got Chris Hadfield, that would be such a big pull.
I know.
Have you reached out to him? I would.
No, I've not reached out. I have not reached out to Chris Hadfield. No,
he seems like more of a book guy than he does a movie guy. But maybe he's on board.
I think he's a music guy. Is he not? Like
he is music-y. He plays the guitar.
Guy.
Yeah. I share a birthday with him.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
Are you guys friends?
Nope.
Oh, you don't share a birthday party.
Oh, okay.
No, we were born on the same date.
They were always on the other half of the Chuck E. Cheese at birthday parties. She was always looking over, and it was always Chris Hadfield and a bunch of like astronauts.
Yeah, she was always in the ball pit, and he was like climbing the jungle gym. He's like, I want to be tall, and he was just climbing up.
All right, so oh boy,
I've got some good ones. I think I'm feeling confident.
What? I'm feeling confident about one of them.
Well, that's good. All you need is one. Maybe this is the movie we hide behind like a Patreon paywall, Alex, so people have to pay extra for like the worst episode ever or something like that.
Dude, why are you
not because of the
so
guest?
much shade at our guest?
Not because the guest.
Listen, I just want to remind you about that one time, the first time I was supposed to be doing the podcast and what happened.
Yeah,
and the podcast crashed.
Just thinking that I've actually come back now 2 more times after that. I just want to remind you of that. Just saying. I won't say what happened, but I'm just saying. Like,
boy,
maybe.
Welcome to Deep Cuts, where Jeff just burns all my friendship bridges. Thanks, buddy.
Vanya, you decided to go first.
Oh,
so why don't we start with you with your first guess?
For Solo?
You can choose any of the 3 movies, and I will tell you there are 2 crossovers between these 3 films.
Okay, so I think in Solo, Sam Witwer is in it.
Oh my god, I can't believe you stole Sam Witwer from me. Holy shit. That's an incredible guess. He is one line guess what? At the very end.
And that's it. That's all I got.
He is 20 points.
Yep.
What?
Because he is just a voice.
It's one line.
And it's one line. So, and the fact that you even know his name, like, it's a pretty deep pull to the.
He famously does that character in all the cartoons.
He does. But
I'm a Battlestar fan, and I'm a Being Human fan, and like I love that guy. Like,
well, great, because like I was looking at him and I was like, he reminds me of Nicholas Hoult in some photos. I'm like, but well done.
And I've listened to him on Rosenbaum's podcast too for like an hour, so I like him.
He's great.
Well, it worked out for you. 20 points.
I can't believe that. Incredible.
Alex, time to make up some ground.
Well, I'll take the other half of that, and I'll do Ray Park, who does the body work for that voice.
Well done. He's only 15 points.
Fair enough.
Not as much. He's a little more well known. And I was going to say the one thing about Ray Park is like, you were probably too young, Alex, at the time, but like he had just done the Star Wars movie as Darth Maul. And then the next year he was doing the X-Men movie. And I was so Toad. Excited. Yeah. And then it was like, oh, he's playing Toad. And I was like, really? You got this guy who's Darth Maul and you're putting him in an X-Men movie and he's playing Toad.
He dies in both of those movies. Spoiler.
Yeah. So nice pull. 15 points for Ray Park for Alex. So Vanya, we're going to come back to you and you can have your second guess.
It better be garbage because I'm real unimpressed that I might lose in a game of 2.
I needed that because I'm going to tank on another film, big time. So
okay, well, like you said, you can take from any of the films. You don't have to just stick to Solo. You can do Hitchhikers or Galaxy Quest.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't have anything for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, really? Nothing at all?
No, I know who the star is in it, and that's when it dies. I might be able to pull maybe one other name. I don't know.
Okay. Well, what's your name for this round?
I'm gonna do. I can pull from another movie, right? Yep. I'm gonna do Galaxy Quest. I know this because he's Canadian. Enrico Canton.
Yep. Veronica Mars's dad.
Yeah, Mr. Mars.
Flashpoint. Just Shoot Me.
Yeah.
So 7 points for Enrico as the leader of the whatever the alien race is in Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Well done. Nice pull. Considering you said you didn't have any, that's a solid pull.
No. For Hitchhikers, I have nothing.
No, that's
Galaxy
okay.
Quest,
you got some.
Keep going.
Alex Young.
Or no,
it's back to Alex now.
Because I don't think it's worth a lot of points, but because he's a crossover, I feel like maybe it's going to add up. But from Galaxy Quest and Hitchhiker's Guide, I will take Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell, 5 points for Galaxy Quest, and 4 points for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as the president of the universe, if I'm not mistaken. Who has 2 heads.
What are you, the mayor of Christmas Town? Halloween Town, sorry. Ruined my own joke.
Wow. So, Vanya, that's how quick it's happening, so it's coming right back to you.
So, okay. Galaxy Quest is my best one. There's this guy, and he's good in it. It's Patrick Breen.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Patrick Breen. I only kind of wrote him down because I was like, well, he is in some other things.
He's in a lot of TV and stuff.
Yeah, he's in Men in Black. And guess what? 20 points.
That was some Craig Smeaton shit right there.
Like, Alex, do you even know who Patrick Breen is?
No.
Because
I'm a normal person.
He is another one of the aliens.
That's where it dies, though.
I think he dies. He gets killed at the end by the bad aliens. And, 20 points. Holy shnikey.
God damn.
I don't know if Craig could pull those ones.
Yes, you could.
We're all very confident. All right,
Alex.
I'm going back to Solo. He's the co-star, but I'm hoping it's another like Nikki Blonsky situation where like nobody knows his name, so maybe he's worth a lot of points. Is it not a situation like that? Chewbacca is played by Jonas Samtus, who famously also played Chewbacca in like The Force Awakens and other stuff.
He's I guess he is kind of a Nikki Blonsky thing. That's not who I thought you were going for. He is 10 points.
I'll take it.
It's not huge, but I also figured you guys were like, you and someone else would have been big Star Wars nerds and potentially would have known that guy's name, which you did. So I didn't want to make him 20 or anything like
fair
that. Enough. Vanya, we are back to you with your 4th.
Should it just be like, just get my Hitchhikers?
Hey, just run them if you can. If you've got more Patrick Breen type picks, just go for it.
No. Solo, I'm going to say. No, I think I'm getting into the big. No, I'm getting into the big, like, people.
Just pick your deepest cuts.
Yeah, I know. I don't have any more. I don't have any deep cuts.
Oh, that's okay. You're so far ahead right now that you could just do the stars and probably still win.
Yeah, I'm just going to do Phoebe Waller-Bridge because that's the only thing I can think of right now.
Good pull.
Waller-Bridge. Yeah. 5 points.
Forgot she was in it. I'll be honest with you.
Really? The droid.
That's the droid that's like definitely sleeping with Lando.
Yes. Yeah. That's a solid pull. She's not in it a ton and dies as well and then becomes part of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, it's a bummer. So, it's really sad.
It is sad.
Alex Young.
I'm also going to do... I like that you included my last name so we didn't confuse it with the other Alex. Hitchhiker's Guide. I'm also going to do a voice. Stephen Fry, if I remember correctly, narrates a couple of scenes in that.
He narrates the whole movie. He's... pops up throughout it.
What is this, a Little Big Planet?
It really does feel like it, because those came out like right around the same time. So if you jump from one to the other, it's
And he narrated all the Harry Potter audiobooks.
Oh, did he really?
That's but he's not the only one who do it. Which is weird.
Yeah, there's like different versions of it.
There's a guy that's, I think, better, I like Stephen Fry a lot, but I think he's better. And he
was it Hugh Laurie, ironically?
No, he's like an audiobook guy. Yeah, that would be awesome. Little bit of Fry and Laurie. Yeah, and he won actually a big award for doing like the most voices or something in a novel for like Order of the Phoenix or something. And he's really good. I wish I could remember his name.
Vanya, we're back to you. We're at the 5th round right now. You guys are still, no one's put up an X yet, so that's good.
Great.
And you haven't really dived into the stars of the films, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's good. You guys are doing good.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say Martin Freeman in Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Number
Galaxy,
1
because I don't remember anybody else in that movie.
Yep, he is. He's in that movie. He's worth 1 point.
I feel like you said, is there more than one crossover? Or is there?
There's one more.
There's one more crossover. Alex gave us Sam Rockwell.
Just trying to think through the other
Academy Award-winning character actor Sam Rockwell.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to try and like think of who might be another crossover.
It would definitely be worth more points than Sam Rockwell.
Sure.
For sure.
I'm trying to think of like a character actor from one of the other movies that I can like land on. Let's in like that I know for sure is in another movie, but maybe I'll just land on it.
Like, I'll tell you this, if you get the other crossover, they are worth 22 points total.
Jesus.
So it's a solid crossover pick.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna start like naming some of the character actors from the other ones, and then
I mean, I'm
gonna land on it.
Big as Vanya's 2 big pulls have been, Alex, you're 11 points back.
Ooh. You know what? I think I can make it that gap. If she keeps pulling Martin Freeman's.
Yep. The door's open.
I'm going to take a bit of a swing because I want to try and close this gap. In Galaxy Quest, is Justin Long in it?
Yeah.
He is.
He is. Yeah, he is the kid that helps them land their ship and everything.
Is he worth anything?
Justin Long's worth 10 points.
Great.
Rolling up my sleeves because I'm going to pick a big
Alex,
Galaxy
you're
Quest
1 point back.
I know, Vanya, give me more stars. Give me more stars in movies.
No, because if I'm like, okay, I play this smart because I know Galaxy Quest pretty good. I think
there's a lot of people in Galaxy Quest.
And one of the most popular people in there, but he's not like the main character, is Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman is not
that's the other crossover. No.
And you know what? There's a third crossover now that I see it.
He is he is a crossover? Alan Rickman?
Yeah.
I just know that he's in Galaxy Quest.
He's the voice of the robot. That was going to be my next
3 points in Galaxy Quest, and then he is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is the voice of the robot, and so he's worth 8 points there. So that's 11 points for Alan Rickman.
So he's not the 22-point crossover.
No, he's not. No, but there is another. Forgot it. There is a third crossover person.
I'm like digging for that. I'm just trying to.
Vanya, stop doing that. It's fucking
Well, I was
rude.
like, if I pick a character actor, maybe they might be in more than.
No, pick stars.
But Galaxy Quest is the only one I'm running out. I'm running out. Okay,
so that's your pick though. So now we jump back to Alex.
Yeah, go.
For his 6th.
Great. So that was literally going to be my next guess, which makes me super mad. Rainn Wilson in Galaxy.
Rainn Wilson in Galaxy Quest as one of the aliens.
1,000 points. What an incredible
he shouldn't
guess.
be. Oh, there he is. 12 points for Rainn Wilson. Because I don't think he has any lines either.
I don't think so. If he does, it's just whenever their like nanu equivalents are.
Hey, guess what? You guys are tied.
Are you serious?
You are tied at 64. So I think we have to go the 8 rounds
at least,
just to hopefully break the tie.
Okay.
So Vanya, you have your 7th.
It's gonna start getting better for you here because now I know that for Solo, I know Solo not bad. Now I'm on my 2nd tier level Solo, so I'm going Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany as Dryden Voss. 8 points. He's not in it a lot.
But I'm getting like it's all gonna be like
you know what, that might have clinched it for you. I think.
No,
I do think that.
No, because you know more people. I've done with Hitchhiker's Guide. I don't know anybody else.
I've one more for Hitchhiker's Guide, and I'm pretty sure it's 2 points. Let's see. Jeff, Mos Def?
2 points.
Son of a bitch. Is it actually, or are you fucking with me?
No, he's 2 points. Had you given me his actual name now, because he goes by, I believe, Yasleen Bey, that would have been worth 5 points if you had known his...
No. What?
No. Sorry. He didn't, though. He gave me Mos Def.
Yeah.
So it's Mos Def.
That's his name.
He was Mos Def when he made that movie.
Okay, well, it's still 2 points.
Sorry, I tried to make an argument for you.
So that puts Vanya at 72, Alex at 66. And we'll make this your last guess, Vanya.
Somehow get negative points.
Well, I'm going to go...
No, you were at 60. Oh, somehow get...
I'm going to go Tendaway Newton.
Wow.
Yeah, from Solo, 6 points.
She's my favorite. Her and the other person that I'm thinking about that I'm not going to say are my
favorite
parts.
I forgot she was in it, and the other guy you were thinking of. I totally
How can
forgot
you forget that? Because they're like my favorite part of that movie.
So,
oh no, Jeff, can we have one more guess? Can we each have one more guess? Because I got such a good one. Well,
you have your last guess right now.
I do?
Potential. Yeah, because you're last. You're second. So you're at 66.
Great.
Vanya's at 72 right now.
This might...
Sorry, no. Yeah.
Okay. So I only need like 9 points?
Sorry, 72, 6. Sorry. Vanya's at 78. You need 13.
Okay. Well, let's try it. You're gonna have to like help me out here. But the Infant's Nest in Solo is an actress with like she's got kind of red hair and freckles, and she was also in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Her name is
Erin Kellyman, and she's worth 10 points.
Son of a bitch!
So you came up just short. 76 to Vanya's 78.
Oh, that's such a tight race.
It was very good.
Fun.
I was going to ask you a question about her. Maybe you can help answer this. Because at the end, like, I'm not as big a Star Wars fan as you are, Alex.
Yeah,
but
you're
she shows up.
That's okay.
She says something about like, and my mother would be fighting here too if she had not passed or something like that. Are we to know who her mother is?
Nah, what am I, a nerd? I don't know.
Because if it's not Maya Rudolph, I don't know who her mom is.
If it's not who, sorry?
Maya Rudolph.
That's what I thought you said. I'm like, what?
Because she looks so much like Maya Rudolph in this film with the freckles and everything. Yeah. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and she was in the new Willow show.
I don't know why.
Which
is no longer on Disney Plus.
Here's the third crossover.
Is it Warwick Davis?
From Willow, it's Warwick Davis. He is Marvin the robot that Alan Rickman does the voice for, and he is also part of the girls' crew that you just mentioned, the Orphan's Nest. He's part of them. So yeah, Warwick Davis would have been a big 22-pointer. Which I think anytime it's Star Wars, just Warwick Davis. Like he's gonna be in it as something.
And the Wilhelm scream, whoever is credited for the Wilhelm scream.
Well, I'm just gonna say, if you're thinking Star Wars, Anthony Daniels shows up in it, not as C-3PO, but as something else, like some other droid. And it's directed by who, Alex?
This movie was directed by... You want to get into the specifics of that? It's Ron Howard technically, but it was Phil Lord and Chris Miller for like 2/3.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that Clint Howard wasn't in it.
Ah, of course.
Oh,
if it's a Ron Howard film, you know Clint Howard's going to show up.
But if it's a Phil Lord Chris Miller movie, then Will Forte would have been a safe guess.
Yes. You guys did really good in getting the Sam Witwer and the Ray Park. Another big one would have been Linda Hunt. She's incredible. At the opening when Solo and they're ripping off someone, and she's like a big alien lizard kind of thing. It's only her voice, and then Jon Favreau is a voice of the 4-armed monkey pilot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's part of the crew with Woody Harrelson and dies. But you guys stayed away from the big ones, the Woody Harrelson, the Emilia Clarke, the Donald Glovers. So you did well.
Do we get less points if we call him Childish Gambino with your Mos Def weird rules?
I feel like if the person was called that, like if I said Tandy Newton, would I have lost points?
No.
But she goes by Tandeway now.
I mean, I'm just saying on IMDb, he's literally credited in the movie. It says Mos Def, and then it's got hyphen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're still only getting 2 points. Like, Had you know
Why
his
am I
real name?
helping you? Why am I helping
you? So wait, are you saying that we get more points for Zooey Deschanel in that movie than Mos Def? Because that seems insane.
No, she's 3.
So yes, then, because that's how counting works.
Yeah, she's also not in it as much as Mos Def.
Wild. I'm so mad I lost by 2.
You lost by 2. Let's see. What did we miss here in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Speaking of Harry Potter, Richard Griffiths, the uncle from the Harry Potter films, is in it. Alex, do you know who the voice of the computer is in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No.
Thomas Lennon.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, comedian from Odd Couple.
17 again?
17 again, yeah. Yeah, it's him. Kelly MacDonald is a reporter from Train Spotting. And,
I love Kelly MacDonald.
Yeah, she's a
Brave.
reporter. And Brave. John Malkovich.
Boardwalk Empire. Sorry.
Yeah, good pull. John Malkovich is the guy who loses the election.
Listing her filmography behind Jeff talking.
Helen Mirren is the voice
Forrester.
of the big computer. Stop it.
Giri Haji.
Bill Nye.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That would have been a safe guess, I think.
Edgar Wright is a computer technician with no lines, as well as a very brief cameo by Jason Schwartzman, who is just on TV being interviewed and has like a throwaway line, and you never see him again.
It's like, hey, listen to Coconut Radio.
Galaxy Quest. Missy Pyle, our old friend Alex J.P. Minot, the Doppeldean from Community. Kevin McDonald from The Kids in the Hall is the guy who introduces them on stage. And then from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Scully, Joel McKinnon Miller, is one of the aliens. And then the last big one is in the flashbacks to when they are a younger crew. The young actor who plays one of them when he's like a child is Corbin Bleu.
Oh, really? From High School Musical?
Yeah. So Corbin Bleu is in this.
Senior year.
Yes, all of them, Alex. And also from Mystery Men, where he plays William H. Macy's son.
I was about to say, H. Macy?
Yeah.
Full circle. There you go.
Full circle back to William H. Macy. So, super close game.
That was a good one. Well done, Vanya. Like, you're dead to me, but very well done.
and she's like, that's okay. This show is dead to me after all the trash. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I came on, I'm just like, after I was fired up, from all the...
Love it.
I was like, I'm gonna bury
I'm gonna
them.
show them.
If this is my last time here, I'm going out in a blaze of glory and I'm burning everything to cinders behind me.
It's gonna mark my peel.
That in a different direction. I also appreciate all the mime work that went with that.
For this audio only podcast?
Yes. Yeah. It was very graphic.
Why did I do that?
So anything coming up at the review that we should know about, Vanya? Yes.
On the 4th of July, I'm kicking off a 2-film series called Great Scott. A tribute to the Scott brothers. So 4th of July, Days of Thunder, Tony Scott. And August 1st, Gladiator, Ridley. So and for my program, Paid and Sweat. And then for Heatwave, which is a group, all the programmers, not all the programmers, but many of us contribute to like a summer series called Heatwave. And I will be doing July 24th, The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Come and see all that stuff.
Or else.
It's going to be great.
She'll kick your ass on deep cuts. True. Alex, how about you? What's coming up for you?
Maybe next week, Jeff. I've got nothing to promote. I don't even have like a recommendation of like a book that I'm reading at the moment. I got nothing. Sorry.
How about an outro, Alex? Remember you were going to send me an outro.
Just sent to you right now. There you go.
Okay, and this time I'm going to try to do it, and when I finish, that will be the actual end of the show.
Oh, like how an outro works?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I won't do it and then do another one.
We'll see.
Okay. Here we go. I'd like to thank our contestant Vanya. A big congratulations to Vanya. And also, there's so many like added things in here that he's like, say the winner's name here, Jeff. Don't just read this placeholder. Okay. I'd also like to thank my co-host, the guy who is as handsome as he is talented.
Thanks, Jeff. That's really nice.
But are you talented?
Yeah, like it's only read the next line.
Oh, sorry. He's very talented. Alex Young. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and anywhere you get your podcast. I'm Jeff Penn. Thanks for listening. Bye. You guys can say goodbye.
Oh, bye, Jeff. Thanks.
Okay. Bye, Vanya. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.